Hello, hello. I need to make a lot of bell sounds, bowl sounds, a lot of cleansing. Pardon, I've got a halls. I am burning some frankincense and myrrh. It smells like a church in here right now. Oh, I just saw an orb. It's starting. I don't know if somebody else is going to jump in, I'm sure soon, but I've had a rough week. A rough week. Very rough. Unbelievable. And I didn't realize I was posting Happy Friday the 13th. Today's Saturday. So I thought, okay, yesterday was the 13th. Another orb. But actually, today's Saturday the 13th. Oh, my God. Thursday, I thought we were Saturday. Friday at one point. I think we were Friday, but I don't know what. I thought it was Thursday. The past, since Thursday. Thursday's been Thursday, Friday. It's been rough. Anyway. Hope you guys have a better week. I figured, it's been so weird that probably is going to be more orbs or more spirit or whatever coming out tonight. I mean, it's going to be, yeah. So we'll see. We will see. Waiting up for a few more. It's 8:01. Okay. So tonight I wanted to talk about the magical dimensions. I put in a couple of new cards this morning. I want to talk about that because I've talked about the fifth dimension for a while, on and off. And the fifth dimension is not something that you step into. It's not on the other side of the track. It's inside us. It's awakening spiritually. The fifth dimension, some people have already, jumped into the fifth dimension. And I read somewhere that by September 21st, we're 100% in it. So we'll see. But I have some cataracts, so sometimes I don't see words properly or something. It doesn't help. And I just cleaned my glasses, but for some reason I feel still, anyway, whatever. So this is the magical dimension. It's by Light Star. If you ever Google her, she uses light language. So she'll speak, it's like speaking in tongues, but it's different. And it's not a language that you can recognize, but it's nice to hear. I looked into her, I forget, I didn't write the year I got this, but several years ago, I mean, I'm talking over probably 5 years ago. And I was pulled to her because my husband, in the morning would say to me, "How was your night?" I'm like, "How did you sleep?" And I'm like, "I slept good. How do you feel?" I felt great. Well, he said, "You freaked me out last night. You were speaking another language. I don't know if it's even a language." And then another time I freaked him out. He said, "I was chanting the same thing for a good 20 minutes. Now, I don't know if he's exaggerating, if it was 10 minutes. However, my tone of voice was lower and chanting the same thing over and over and over in a language he doesn't understand. Now, he knows I speak French. I'm French, but he said it's not French because he understands some words. So I tried to do some research to find, here's a native language. Here's Ukrainian. Here's Russian. Here's, German. Do I sound like that? And he kept saying, no. To the point where totally freaked him out. He was traumatized. So I stopped for a while. And then another time I'm like, if I do this again, please record me. He just freaked out in the middle of the night, half asleep, and he'd literally get out of the bedroom. He said one time I was, I think, sitting up with chanting. I was sitting up and chanting. So I have an idea what language it was. Very old language back in maybe the times of dinosaur. I'm not 100% sure. I never checked in with my guide, but I got this inner knowing. So, but still don't know what I said. So if I ever do it again, I'm hoping, just take your phone and voice record. I want to hear it. Then I had a friend, one acquaintance. We didn't see each other a lot, but we'd run into each other. We had a coffee one time, and I mentioned that. She had the same thing around the same time. She'd wake up, and her husband says, "You woke up and chanting or speaking another language." And she's Polish. And it wasn't Polish, it wasn't English. So, anyway. So these are oracle cards. They're gorgeous, like you saw this morning. And I have this lozenge because of the frankincense and myrrh burning. Ooh. Like I feel I walked in a church and they just did a whole bunch of incense, which is so nice. So anyways, back to this these cards. She's got them in a couple of different categories. She's got cards that are the angels and helps us with the daily challenges that we have on earth, right? So we all have personal angels. I mentioned that to you. You guys know this. They're at our service 24/7 when we call upon them. She also has cards in the deck that are the elementals. Not only do we have mighty and beautiful angels, but we can turn to them for guidance and support. We have access to powerful and very magical friends. The elemental kingdom, like the fairies. Now, some people say, oh, I stay away from fairies. They can be mean, it can be tricksters. And if you treat fairies properly, politely, you won't have a problem. Just saying. And then there's elven kind, there's nature spirits, the mythological creatures. So these magical beings wish to assist us with lifting our spirits, helping us remember the magic, motivating us to commune with nature and have fun and integrate and laugh. And, it's a regular part of our lives. That's why when we go in nature and we pray or make a wish or meditate, everything seems to be amplified. Well, there you go. And she mentions the galactic family. The galactic family, a powerful resource. This family resides in another star system. There's some of them on starships, other planets, other universes. And they're widely known, people say, ET, extraterrestrial. But many of them are just our own extended family. Often these souls are in communication with the ones known here on Earth as starseeds. And the galactic beings are a family of starseeds because starseeds' origins are directly from the star system. So starseeds will have a familiarity with all things ET, right? Our galactic brothers and sisters will come to your rescue on occasions when you have lost your way and forget who you are. Galactic energies enhances our gifts. They help us develop them, particularly when it comes to extra sensory perceptions, alternative healing methods, modalities, and technical advance. A few years back again, I would say about maybe 6, I met a nurse who had done some, I forgot what it was called. It was a type of modality healing where she had different crystals and you would sit in a chair and she would sit in a chair, and then whatever she was drawn by her, I would say like almost avatar, she would pick a certain type of crystals and it would sit, would not speak anything, except asking you to relax and close your eyes and just, breathe, concentrate on your breath. She would see things, and it was a type of healing, and I saw things. And then after that, we shared, what we had seen. But it was a type of healing, and I forget now what it was called, but it was almost like a galactic healing. And it was just phenomenal. Octurian. It was an Octurian healing. And it's very real. And it's very powerful. And this was a nurse that had taken that through her experiences in her life. She decided to take this up really into it. It was wonderful. Lightstar here also has cards that relate to the chakras, which are portals. They're portals. That's what they are. They're energy centers in our body. We focus on 7 of them. I know 12, but apparently there's a lot more. These 7 that she talks about are the main ones. You're talking about, the earth below us, the crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar, sacral, and the root system. But there's star above, and like I said, the earth one. And she also talks about one other thing is the sacred color rays. We can heal with colors, help heal. I mean, sometimes not always a miracle or a total cure, but it does help. And each card she has, it connects to and resonates with a particular sacred color ray. And in the notebook, every card that I pull, there's going to be an essential oils related to it, a crystal related to it. So she was very passionate about all this, all the importance of the colors, a visual healing tool, because colors have an enormous influence on our lives. So when you get this new deck, although there's a sacred symbol, you still have to cleanse it because it's been shipped, it's been handled by people. So when you get any deck you buy, it's good to cleanse them. You can cleanse them with frankincense, Palo Santo, sage, whatever you like. You could do each card, you could do the deck. I always sleep with my deck 3 nights under my pillow. But in the in the box that it comes to, if you ever wish to put it in another box, that's fine. But in this particular box and behind, I think the picture, she has something that's hidden that is continuously. It's a sacred symbol, and when you put the deck in there, it cleanses. It cleanses the deck. It's really nice. But if you feel you ever need to, cleanse, you cleanse. So I'm going to use this deck tonight because humanity needs it. We need to be uplifted. It's been, like I said, a rough week, and I'm sure other people have maybe had a rough week. And I'm going to do the half moon key formation, which I've never done before. I've never used this deck to do readings for everybody else. I've used it once in a while for my own personal thing, pull some cards. You can, if you have a question, you pull one card. She's got a couple of different layouts. There's a star key formation, all that. But this particular one I want to do because the moon is almost half full. It's still peachy. It's still beautiful. So we're going to do this. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, let's do some cards. Put this here so it stays here. See what happens with this here. Oh, let's pull some cards. Hello, everybody. Sometimes you're strongly drawn to a color to wear that day. Yeah, I'm the same. I'll put a top and I'm like, I feel like wearing this. And then I have it on and I'm like, it doesn't feel right. And then I look in my, closet and I'm thinking, or on my drawers. I'm like, no, I got to wear this today. And I'll wear it. Then, okay, that suits. Or if I pull a card. Definitely. If I'm not wearing it as a sweater, hopefully it's part of the undergarment. Or if I have a crystal that color or something like that. So, yeah, she's got activators, and I see one card is flipped upside down. All right, so let's see here. So what I'm going to do is pull a card to depict the current situation. It's surrounding emotion and energy for everybody tonight. So I called in on the angels, my angels and guides earlier, and I said, anybody from the white light that wants to come through, they can come through. And as soon as I started speaking earlier, I saw some orbs. I don't see them now, but there definitely was some orbs. And I went and cleansed a few days ago, everything here, dusted everything. Because last week when you said you saw some little mini orbs, I'm like, I've seen orbs that were small among big ones. But if there's a lot of mini ones, I didn't see them. They can sometimes be what they call ghost orbs. Those are spirit that wants to show themselves, but they're learning. So they sometimes come out and they're tiny. They're ghost orbs. So these may want to work to appear completely, like try to appear. So, but nothing evil, nothing dark. It's just, yeah. Oh, I've got a card that's turned the other way. All right, let's see here. The energy that's surrounding us. All right, let's see what it is. What's the energy that's surrounding us? Galactic guidance. I pulled this one this morning. I believe I pulled it. Star family, assistance, and cooperation. So this is the card. Yeah, I did. I'm sure I did with this one this morning. Yeah. So moldavite is a crystal. Now, moldavite's expensive. I have a tiny piece somewhere. It doesn't have to be moldavite. If you can get meteorites, little stones of meteorites, that's fine. Neroli oil, I have some. It smells nice. You don't have to, but that's that's up to you. So galactic, the oracle interpretation, there's the celestial interpretation, which I did this morning, but the oracle interpretation is galactic beings wish to connect with you. They want to share their wisdom and advanced technologies. You know, you're also ready to reconnect with star family, especially if you know you're a star seed. Connect with them through meditation, sitting down and speaking out loud to them. They'll be great benefit for you, for your future. So open your abilities to telepathy and alternate forms of communication, and then listen carefully to signs and messages that are coming through at this time. You are ready to advance, right? So, yeah, so that's the energy that it's telling me right now. So, what relates to your past and shows the energy of your past? Consciousness. Let's look at that. I'll lose this page and let's shuffle that card here. Whoa. Okay, let's see what that one. Challenges. Blocks, fears, negativity, and betrayal. All right. That is number 6. At first, I was going to split up the deck in the, all the portals, all the elementals, and I thought, no, let's do this way. So challenges. Companion crystal is Iceland's paw. Now, I've never seen one of those. I'm sure it's beautiful. But the other one is lapis lazuli. A lot of people are familiar with lapis lazuli. It's beautiful blue. The oil, companion oil, is not my favorite. It's black pepper. I'm not a fan of pepper. I'm sure you could use a substitute for something else, maybe peppermint or something. But so the celestial interpretation for this, which I didn't give you for the other one because I did it this morning. Challenges resonate to freedom from fears, negativity, and blockages. And let me tell you right now, a lot of people on social media, there's a lot of fear-mongering things, half-truths, crazy time to yeah. Residing in a denser dimension, especially the third dimension, can cause the lower self to succumb to fear-based emotions. This clearing and transmutational ray assists the self in breaking free from uncertainty, negative thoughts, isolation, and all emotions, preventing the soul from progressing forward. All this fear-mongering, all that, it's to keep your spirit where you are. Like, if you want to grow spiritually, and we're here to learn to grow as a spiritual being and as a human being, you have to protect yourself, but you have to push that fear-mongering thing. You have to differentiate between like real danger and just people trying to keep you down, right? Emotional blockages and powerlessness, and if you feel powerlessness, you need to take your power back. They're vanquished by this potent ray. A once cold and challenging existence is now replaced with light and faith in the power of that divine intervention. Take a snapshot of this if you like. So if you're feeling blocked, afraid, or stuck, assistance is on the way. So hold on, don't succumb to negative thinking, even though you feel trapped or stifled. There's always light surrounding your situation. There's always light. You got to find that light. Be aware this time someone in your life may be holding you back from your greatest good. You might even know who I'm talking about. So you can say, please help me to reach my greatest good and keep people that are negative or unwanted or doesn't want my highest good away from me. Because that's why sometimes we say your greatest desire sometimes to keep them to yourself until they're almost realized. Why? Because if you say something to your friend, the friend may not have your best interest. Sometimes they're not a real friend, but sometimes especially if let's say you move away, they may not want that, right? So that can interfere a little bit with what is coming to you. It will come to you, but it might delay it, right? Or they may say something to you, and then you kind of feel, well, maybe I don't deserve it, maybe, and then you question yourself. So this is about that. You have to focus on your greatest desires, ask that your greatest good for all that is your greatest, and what your abundance, your birthright is coming to you. So illuminate the lessons, the growth, wisdom, pathways for you to attain. All right, let's illuminate this wisdom. The orb is another. So it's a woman, yeah, okay. All right, well, there's a lot of cards that want to jump out. Let's pick one. So this is the third card. The lessons illuminates the lessons: destiny, divine purpose, passion, and service. Really beautiful card here, and it is number 9. So the companion crystals is moss agate. It's nice. Kunzite, very nice. Essential oil, rose. Rose is really nice. If you want to meditate and you have some essential oil that is like a rose or a rose flower, take a couple of sniffs of that. If you can rub it on your skin without, if you're not allergic to it, you can dilute it if you like, and meditate with this essential oil. Is really nice. Celestial interpretation. Destiny resonates to loving and purposeful service of the soul. The expression of joy and passion is released into awareness and takes flight as the soul becomes activated to its highest path and true divine purpose. It is now time to fully embrace the multidimensional self in its beautiful expression of loving service. A soul-specific mission is a wondrous journey, and this empowering ray supports revelation and courageousness of spirit. Now, the oracle interpretation, it's time. You're being called to a higher purpose and destiny path. Get in touch with your passions. If you say, well, I can't remember what my passions are, think about when you were a child, when you were younger. What made you happy? What made you smile? Your work involves important service to humanity. This is not a time of waiting, it's a time of action. So call forth joy and passion to fulfill your life's purpose. And if you don't know what it is yet, now is this time to explore. Call upon the elemental and fairy energies to share your innate gifts with the world, because fairies really want us to experience our passion and joys and creativity. So call on the fairy energies of that. And as a thank you, you can say thank you. I always thank whoever I call for help. And fairies love honey. If you have some sugar, drop some sugar outside somewhere, not close to your door. You don't want ants coming in, but as a gift, you do something like that. They like that. Now, the fourth card exposes the hidden influence, the unconscious, what needs to be exposed. So what does be exposed? Let's see here. People are talking about feathers. Yes, feathers. So I met someone the other day, and they were telling me that this summer, all they've seen is a lot of white butterflies as well, same as me. One monarch, that was quite big. I saw a small one, but they saw all white butterflies. I saw all white butterflies this year. I don't know if everybody else is like that, but he lives in the same city, but the same thing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, let's see what exposes the hidden influence. Let's see what the hidden influence is. Sacral portal, creativity, intimacy, inhibition. Look at this beautiful card. Right? I'll put them here. Number 34. All right, let's see. These are hidden influences. Let's see what's hidden. So the companion crystal, like the card, I don't think I've played enough of these cards, but it's orange. And it's orange carnelian or amber. And of course, the essential oil that's connected to this is orange or tangerine. I do like the smell of orange oil. Celestial interpretation. Creative power is intertwined with harmoniously uniting all living beings. Our creative sacral energy chakra allows us to manifest and create, honor harmonious relationships, and allows us to let go. It requires great trust in order to co-create with other beings. And the health of this portal, so the health of your sacral, can affect how trusting we are towards others and how easily we honor our own creative spirit. So if you know you've been always creative, but you're having a difficult time, you're having a difficult time trusting others, you probably need a chakra balancing, chakra healing. And it's your sacral that's probably out of balance. There's many ways. I know Reiki, when I do a Reiki on a person, whether it's distance or in person, I always align, cleanse, clear chakras. You can also call on an Archangel Michael for assistance. The oracle interpretation, whether your situation involves a relationship, creative project, or a business project or partnership, how is your expression flowing into these areas? Are you feeling inhibited or restrained? Or are you overbearing? Be honest. Is your creative spirit locked away somewhere, secretly seeking expression? Your creativity and sensuality desires discovery. If you've been holding back, now is the time to step forth and allow your expression to unfold. You are a kaleidoscope of beauty. So speak your truth. Speak your truth. That's the hidden influences. You need to step up. So displays, what's the next step? All right, making necessary adjustments to shift the situation that you're in. What's going on? Let's see what the next step. What do you need to shift? What do you need to do? Pardon me. These are so nice. These cards are just, they're magical. It's a magical dimension, but they're a magical deck. All right, what card do I have? Adventure. Innocence, play, and discovery. Okay, this is what's the number here on the card? I got my finger on it. I won't see it. Number 1. First card. So remember, this is displays the next step, making necessary adjustment, and it's adventure. So what does that mean? What's the adventure? What adventure? The companion crystal is, I've never heard of this crystal before, charoite, Charoite. Never heard of it. And morganite. I'm not familiar with those stones. I'm sure they're beautiful. The companion essential oil is Idaho tansy. Sunflowers really, don't do it for me, but this is what it is. Celestial interpretation is adventure resonates to that of innocence transforming into maturity. This sacred ray holds the key to unlocking inner doorways to your future self-communication. Powerful seeds of knowledge mirror secrets of future worlds. Powerful seeds of future worlds and alternate aspects of the soul are discovered. Inward journeys through the cosmos will unfold great mysteries and prompt advanced development of soul growth. This supernatural ray expresses love for awareness and supports boundless courage into the unknown. The oral interpretation. It's time to play and have fun in your life. If you're too serious, I know how that feels. I get my joy guide coming poking at me once in a while. Expand and try new things. I did that today with my granddaughter. She's like, "Oh, Grandma," we went to Costco and she's like, let's buy this and try that. And I'm like, that has too much sodium and this has too much, I like making my own soups, but she wanted to try. So anyways, we tried a couple of things and I was like, I'm glad I tried this. I tried something new. It was good. It's not something I would do all the time, but once in a while, it was amazing. And it's gluten-free, thank goodness. But it was like, well, we found more gluten-free stuff. So I'm glad I did that. And I said to her, I'm glad you told me, like, let's try it. I like to stick the same thing over and over, but it's nice to, break the routine, try something new once in a while, right? Live a little, right? So allow your inner child a place to explore and discover. Don't get bogged down with all the details. Something new wants to come into your life. You hold the key to discovering the answers to your situation, right? We hold the keys. We have it. It's inside of us. Sometimes we think, oh, I want to learn this. And then you start to learn and you're like, I kind of know this. So you're not learning, you're remembering. There's a difference. You're remembering, probably due to a past life. You've done this before. It's not new, right? You're drawn to it again for a reason. So the sixth card gives you the gift and the perspective to focus on spiritual growth. All right. So how to shift the situation? Have fun, have adventure, play. Okay, with this card, see what we have. A whole bunch of cards want to come through. This kind of flipped. What was this one here? Gives you the gift and the perspective to focus on spiritual growth. One of them was forgiveness. It kind of flipped, but I've got a feeling we need to share two. So there's got to be somebody who's listening that this may be one of the things for them that they need to do, and while others may be this one. So I'm going to do two cards for that one. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, I'm. This is an amazing card. Well, I'll get to that one. So the first one that kind of flipped by itself was the forgiveness, redemption, rebirth, regeneration, number 16. This is the card. So let's see. But I strongly feel there's two cards that needed to be pulled for that. So we'll go with that. So this gives you the gift, the perspective to focus on spiritual growth. One of them is forgiveness. Without forgiveness, it's difficult sometimes to move forth. And even if you forgive yourself, if you forgive the other person, it doesn't mean you have to forget. It doesn't mean that never happened. There's a huge orb there. Whoa. Ooh, that was like an angel feather almost. It was like beautiful. Huh. Beautiful. All right. Forgiveness. Say it again. Do it again. So, yeah, forgiveness helps you heal so much. I've learned that the hard way. There's someone in my life that did a lot of, I can't even say it. It was, the word damage is not even, there's no word to describe it. And eventually didn't forget, never forgotten, but forgiveness helped me heal. So anyways, I'm not here to preach, but I'm just saying. So celestial interpretation for this. Well, let's start with the crystal, the Gaia stone. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this one right. Crystal beryl. And the companion oil is evergreen blend. Evergreen blend, I mean, probably coming to it in a few months from now, right? So celestial interpretation, forgiveness resonates to rejuvenation and renewal on all levels of light. It attunes the very lifeblood of creation. This sacred ray infuses restoration and healing. It's aligned with the revival of all core levels of one's physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. What a gorgeous card. Look at this beautiful ray. And it represents the very essence of Mother Earth and her therapeutic powers of rebirth and endless regeneration. You're always embraced and forgiven by Mother Earth's generosity. Yeah, Mother Earth, if you think about it, everything humanity has done to it, it's very forgiving. But I think one day she's going to say, all right, I'm going to teach you all a lesson. You know what I mean? I do feel that. The oracle interpretation, you may require a time of rest, relaxation, rejuvenation. Reevaluate your life and all that has transpired, as changes will be forthcoming. And it's a lot of changes coming. Today I thought, I got to book. I've been thinking for past 3 weeks to book a massage. I need a massage. Take time for you. Book that massage. Do a relaxation. Go on a mini holiday if you need to. Know that taking this time out is necessary and all will be well. It's also time for forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Also forgive others so you can progress forward with a fresh new outlook. You may be needing a release before the new energies come forth into your life. So, and sometimes if you have a trouble with forgiveness, you could also ask help. Say, help me to forgive that person, or please forgive that person. I am so done. Right? So the, the other card that came through is kind of it's a beautiful card. It's Gaia awakening. So this image is connected to the rainbow white color ray. I didn't ask you. Some of them have a particular ray, like the other one's probably green. If I look back, yeah, the other one was a forest green ray. So you could tell in the colors, of the card, the sacred ray colors that help heal. So the celestial interpretation. Mother Gaia awakens to a new level of consciousness, and I talked about going, to 5D, as well as all inhabitants living in, on, or around her precious energetic field. New conscious awareness grows for humanity toward the planetary ascension processes. Its awakening frequencies, specific light codes emit to direct souls to move to the resonant geographic on Earth in order to integrate, upgrade, and assist Gaia with her transformations. The oracle interpretation, you are being prepared to make a change in location or shift in your surrounding. A lot of stuff is happening. The shift can be a geographical or a deep inner shift. New experiences and synchronistic events will occur to connect you with specific people and opportunities so you can fulfill your life's purpose. It's time to reach out to your true soul or star family. You're receiving upgrades now that will assist with propelling you to a higher level. It's a great time to connect with Gaia, with Mother Earth. So the companion crystal, this is I haven't found one. I know a friend of mine was looking for one, and I kept asking. A watermelon tourmaline. They're beautiful. I don't have one. Or agate. I say agate, what do you call it? The companion essential oil is rose geranium. It's very nice. I am so dry. It's true for you. Yeah, see? Yeah. Mm. All right. The very last card I'm going to pull right now foreshadows the outcome and energies after integration of all the other cards. Okay. So we'll see. Yeah, you're the first people I do a full kind of, layout. I've always pulled a card here and there. When I first got these cards, I don't know, I just put them aside for a while. They're coming back. They want to come out quite a bit. Whoa, all right. That one, as you saw, just jumped out. So we're in the same categories, of the, I don't know if you call it the elements or what you want to call them. And this is exploration, boldness, unknown, limitless. So remember, this is foreshadows of the outcome of all the energies, of all the integration of the other cards. I think I'm getting some kind of download because my ears making noise. Okay. All right. So this card is exploration. And the essential oils, I've never heard of this one. Dorado Azul. Google it. I don't know what it smells. I have no idea. But the companion crystals, I love. The smoky quartz crystal. Smoky quartz and sugilite. I don't know that one. I've seen it, but I don't remember. Sugulite. I like smoky quartz. Love smoky quartz. Exploration resonates to that of mystery and exploration. Your favorite? Yeah, I love smoky quartz. This magical ray engages the soul's desire for experiencing new states of being. Whoa. Yeah, like that. It helps the soul pursue unrealized dreams and goals, activates innovative ideas and inventions and initiates the soul's motivational purpose. The number of mystical and fantastical doorways and portals in deep space stretch the imagination to new limits. It's like when I do a meditation with people and I bring them into the astral, I bring them into the Akashic records, or it just goes on and on. There's hallways, the light is bright and it's immense, it's gigantic, it's magnificent. That reminds me of that. The number of mystical and fantastical doorways and portals in deep space stretch the imagination to new limits. This mind-bending ray helps with the expansion of the mind, body, and soul to assimilate with the vast unknowns and integrate the sense of adventure within our hearts. The oracle interpretation: do not limit your thinking right now. You must be willing to be open to new experiences. Ask, as the sky is the limit for you right now. Unexpected situations and new discovery may occur soon. So be ready. Although the unknown may be scary, it will lead you to greater good. Trust in moving forward. Wow. I'm glad I pulled all these cards. It's amazing. They're amazing. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just amazing. You're ready? Yeah. Yes, so am I. Yeah, so am I. I'm so ready for more stuff, more cool stuff, good stuff. Coming forth. I was sure tonight when I started speaking, maybe some. I mean, I know there's souls here. I thought for sure somebody would start, but like I said, I had a couple of days, Thursday, Friday. So maybe they were trying to reach to me, and I the past couple of nights I've waken around the same time, 3:15, every night for the past probably 3-4 days. So definitely somebody wants to come through, say something. I do have a lady, a lady here. Let's see what she says. Oh. I'm asking her who the message is for. She's she's loud. She's loud. She's a little almost like she's pissed, but pissed off. But let's see who it's for. It's coming for. I'm going to let her, continue bringing this energy, her energy through. But this Light Star that did this, she's also the co-founder of Starseed Alliance International. So if you wanted to check her website, it's basically lightstarcreation.com. She does a lot of this art. She's phenomenal. I haven't, gone on YouTube or anything like that. I think I went on her website a long time ago. She's amazing, beautiful. She does a lot of artwork. She's amazing. So there's that. Okay, who it is that's kind of here, and who is it for? It's almost mentioning, I think we had something similar last time, something about Carol. It's like Carol Ann or something with a Carol. There's a connection to that. I don't know. I asked her who she's connected to. I feel her name starts with an L, and she's connected to a Carol, a Carol Ann, or could be Carol Ann. She's like Lindsay, or I don't know. It could be Lynn. She's talking super fast. I think I speak fast. She's okay. She's not making a lot of sense right now, so I'm just trying to communicate with her. Sometimes before they pass, if they had, let's say, dementia or some problem with their brain or lacked oxygen, they come through as that, and then after that, I can slow them down and make sense of it. She's saying something about uncensored. I don't know what that means. But what she means by it, she just says that word. Okay. All right. So whoever's listening, if you felt that there was a woman, you've seen a face, perhaps in a dream or in real, like kind of a face, really like you wake up or you from a nap, or maybe you just close your eyes gently and you open it and you see like a face you can't make out. This is her. She's coming. She wants to speak to you. She's right in your face, okay? So that means in this lifetime, she would be that type of person as well. She would go right up to your face and say what she had to say. Um, okay. She's talking about a jewelry box or jewelry. She's talking about, I'm asking her because she's going on and on about different things all over the place. That's what I've thought like the past couple of days, all over the place. Okay. Hmm. I'm asking her something. She's talking about 37. So I don't know if she passed that. 37 related to a number 37, 37 years ago, 1937. But she mentioned 37. Very fast spoken. And she doesn't make, like I said, much sense right now. I'm just asking her to calm down a bit. If she was like that before passing, what was she like before? Because she wasn't like that all her life. She said she had to be reminded to take deep breaths. Oh, yes, take a deep breath. Yes, because I told her slow down a bit. I'm asking her, what is her message? What is the message that she wants to put across? What's the most important thing that she was trying to put across? Okay. So whoever's trying, I don't know if you're trying to sell a house. It's like she doesn't want you to sell right now. She's saying, don't sell right now, or don't sell the house, or there's something that she doesn't want you to do something, but it's not because she wants to tell you what to do. It's, I think she's trying to guide a person. Maybe it's not the right time, or maybe the timing is off. They're adamant about that, so it's up to you. Take this message and whatever you want to do with it. But it's like it could be the timing, could be there's a few reasons behind it. She's not giving me all the information. She's basically saying that. And she's kind of quiet down now. She's calmed down. I'm trying to get more information from her. I'm asking her, where's this house? In the States, in Canada? Where's this house? I believe it's in the States. Show me the American flag. And she talks something, I don't know if it's Oklahoma or close to. She's talking about Oklahoma. She's talking about the family being like just out of sorts. I guess there's many disputes. Different people want different things. I don't know if they're arguing or they're not agreeing with a lot of stuff. That's usually the case. A lot of times people will pass, and sometimes the family's left to, they agree differently. The experience is different for every one of them. But I think there's a lot of commotion around that, maybe around that house. So, you asked your spirit to give you a message, Francis. I don't know if that's related to you, but yeah. And know that these messages, when they name names, it could be connected to you, whoever's listening, could be connected to someone they know that's close to you. If it's not you yourself, it could be the name of your child. Sometimes they name, oh, I have a connection with this, but one told me in a reading, it was like, yeah, but their daughter's name was that. So keep all of that in mind. And if that doesn't come out clear to you tonight, it might come tomorrow and you go, geez, I know what you meant. I know this part of this message was for me, right? But very headstrong woman, very headstrong. Whoever she comes to, she will literally, like, you'll feel like it's somebody like tapping on top of your head sometimes. And it's very light tap. It's not like hard. And you feel like, geez, I feel like something's going on top of my head here, but there's nobody around. And it's you feel like it's like a touch, like a couple of fingers or a hand. That's her. She's talking now about a small village, but the village that she's talking about reminds me of a village in Quebec. And I don't think I think she's just showing me that because maybe she came from a small village or grew up there. There's a river nearby. And like I said, 37. There's the number is important. 37 is important. Could be her age. Could be the years. It could be born 1937. So anyway, I asked if there's any other message, anything else that she wants to add, and she says, I just wish her luck. So she obviously speaking to another female and saying, I wish her luck. So she wants all the good to come to you. Remember, that's the name I got, like a Carolyn, Lindsay, or Lynn, or something like that. So only you know that, it's meant for you. The energy is fading, so she's pretty tired, but she came in, like, the energy, she used a lot of energy just to share that. But now she's kind of stepping away, fading away, and she's tired. So there's somebody else that wants to come through. Yeah, there's a man here, but he's not speaking. He's just kind of standing behind me here, and he's. I feel like he wants to say something. He's super quiet. So if he gathers, I'm asking him, is there something in message or whatever he wants to say? He's observing right now. I think he may not have the words, or he's observing. He says he's observing. So maybe he'll come through another time, but he is here. He's trying to maybe learn how to put the communication through. They have to learn as well. So whatever he wants to get through. Okay. He's basically saying he's not that he wants to give a message per se, but he said he's surveying, he's watching his family. I'll ask him a name, but he's basically just around his family. He's just kind of watching, surveying. That's the word he used. He's surveying the family. I'm asking him, I said, what's your name? Charles, Roy? What's your name? Okay. It could be Roy. I'm getting a strong feeling. It could be Roy. Maybe, I don't know if it was his first name or middle name or nickname, but Roy. Definitely a Roy. Yeah. Yeah. But he's just wants people, whoever it is that's listening, to know he's surveying the family. So he's watching everything, right? He doesn't have any further message at this point. He might come around again. The person that listening to this and think they're connected to him, you will know it's him because he touches your right ear. He literally touches your right earlobe, and you feel like fingers touching it, but there's nobody. So that's him. Okay. He's a very nice man. I get like gentle soul. So yeah. That's what he's saying. So, all right. I pulled, the angel of the animal realm. Pulled an angel card. And know that animals on the other side also come through sometimes in a reading. I communicate with them when they're alive. I can communicate with them when they're past as well. I don't advertise that, but I do. So this card is about the animal realm. Is sending you love and protection to assist you with your journey. So we all have, spirit guides, and we have animal guides. There's animal totems that also helps us. This card comes because your angel of the animal realm has heard your prayers concerning your beloved pet. Especially, if people lose pets, their paw prints are always on your heart. When you think about them and your heart aches, it's the paw prints. That's what I believe. It's just the paw prints. It's in spirit they come and just kind of touch your heart and you feel it. All living creatures have their own guardian angels to guide them and protect them. And your pet's guardian angel wants you to let you know that your pet is protected and loved by the spirit realm in the same manner as you are. You may have concerns about your pet's health, welfare, or safety. Be assured that your pet is being looked after by its angel of the animal realm, and it will be guided directly from above. So if you have a pet that's not well, that's ill, they're brought. They're not. They don't just die. I mean, they when they pass, they're brought. I believe to doggy. Doggy heaven. Your pet's angel is sending your pet healing to improve its situation. If you're worried about leaving your pet for a period of time due to going away on a holiday or when you're going to work, be sure that your pet is in safe hands and will be looked after by its angel. We all worry. I mean, we get so attached to our pets, right? And it's like, oh my God, This morning when I left with Luna to go outside, my cat started meow meow. I said, Marilyn, it's okay. Mommy will be right back. And those two are so connected. It's just like sometimes it's hard to leave the house. I'm their pack and they want me here. If you lost a pet, you have a pet that is transitioning into the spiritual, you've received this card to let you know that he's now safe and well into the animal realm. I know someone who has lost a couple of their pets lately. It's not easy. And I know another one that's not well. But I always call on, I have my specific goddess that I call for my pet when they're not well. You can call on your angel. You can call on the goddess to help them. Your pet in spirit can still shower you with love. And that's why we feel their heartbeats on our heart, even when they're passed. I go to bed and sometimes I feel it. I feel, oh, that's a cat. That's bad. Oh, I feel it's a dog. It's a little heavier. They come and they jump on the bed, right? It's important to look for signs from above. Your pet may come to you in a dream or a vision, or it may simply enter your thoughts to remind you they're not far away. You think about them during the day. Animals can also lead and guide you when they become part of the spirit realm. They can, just the same as humans do. Your animal in spirit is now one of your power animals who is guiding and protecting you just as it did when it was alive. Just believe. There's an affirmation here. I thank my angels in spirit for providing my precious pet with its very own angel of the animal realm. The angel guides and protects my pet during its lifetime here on earth and during its transition into the next life. Yeah, the middle part looks like a heart. Yeah, kind of does, eh? They never leave us, yeah. Like you saw shape, like you said, yeah. Wow. Smokey's watching, looking at his brother, for sure. Yeah, it's been 3 years. Wow. Yes, I've been asked to have someone who's gone missing. Yes, I had a friend who was a police officer, he became detective, and one time we were all out, and his wife says, they was looking for this person here that was missing in Toronto, a young girl. And she says, do you think she's alive? And of course, because she asked that, bang, it came out. I said, she is not. She says, oh, I'm so sorry. They were looking for her. I can't remember her name right now. That we're looking at, God, probably 20 years ago. And so I told him, I said, you will find her. She passed. You will find her here, near this. It took them a little while, and they did find her. Approximately like what I had said. I wasn't sure what the location was called. I had an idea, but I said, it looks like a playground, but it's not a playground. But it was like one of those, things that you turn. Maybe it was an abandoned playground. I don't know. And then there was this chain fence link. Anyways, they did find her there, and she went past. And somebody has asked, a few people had told me you should work with the police to help them. But for me, that would be difficult because I'm very, if I want to help somebody, like I wouldn't get much sleep. I wouldn't get much eating. I'd have to find to the end. And it's too much. I know somebody who did work with the police for a while here in Oshawa, helped them for a while, but he had to pull out after a while. It was too much. Because it's not like, okay, you give a reading, you think, and then you close and then you move on. This can be ongoing for, a week or more. And it's difficult. So I asked my guide if that was my calling, and I got, just do what I do. But yeah, I was asked. And I mean, if somebody comes over, I mean, if they were to come in and say, "Do you know where this is?" or if "Where's she alive?" or "He alive?" or I would tell them, but I don't want to be an ongoing thing because I'm going to lose sleep. And my health is important to me. So, and my sleep is important. So, it's difficult when you do that because you're working with a lot of the not the really nice spirits, because the one that did the murder is the one that they're a lot of it the evil. So a lot more protection, a lot more on guard, a lot more. It would be it's draining. It can be draining, but it would help if they'd ask, or if somebody that I know that's a police officer. I mean, that come to me, or through friends ask something. I'll tell them. I'll give them what I pick up. But I don't want to do that on a daily basis. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult. It's very exhausting. Yeah. No, I thought about it. I wanted to good, but not on a constant basis. And it was this police officer turned detective. He passed away. He passed away real quick. He's watching a hockey game. His wife says, "I'm going to go get dinner." Jill was making dinner, and then she called out to him, and she automatically knew something's wrong. And she went. He was sitting on the sofa in the living room. He just died. When we found out, I was like, "What?" It's like he wasn't old. He wasn't very old. He had retired for a few years, and he was enjoying life, golfing, and bang, sat down to watch a hockey game. I think it was Toronto playing with, I can't remember what team. And anyways, just what the hell, right? Today I found out my granddaughter, she has a friend of hers who has a friend that was riding her bicycle. She got struck by a car and got killed. This happened, I think, yesterday or today. It's like you never know. You never know. So be always ready. Be prepared to meet your maker at any time, your creator, anytime. It can happen anytime. And not to freak out anybody, but, be the best person you can be. Be good. Because you never know. You never know what happens. It happens very quick. So, yeah. You never know. When people pass after a long battle that they're ill, we feel for them. We feel, it's the humane thing to do. We feel like, wow, they've suffered, that's a lot. And they've grown, they're in their 90s. They live a wonderful, long life. But when someone's taken away young and when someone's taken away fast, or it's a tragic accident, you're like, what the heck, right? It's because we're not prepared. You're never prepared for death, but at least it's a total shock. So, yeah. My cousin was 33. He was sleeping, and his wife got up one morning and she says, to the boys, she was making breakfast, getting ready for school. She says, "Go wake up your dad. How come he's not getting up? He's being lazy." So they went and they came back out and they says, "Daddy won't get up." She says, "What do you mean he don't want to get up?" She goes back in. She says, so he's my cousin, and tries to wake him up. And as she touched him, he felt cold. 33 years old. He died in the middle of the night. He never had heart issues. He never had nobody knew. Went to bed. Never woke up. That was tragic. Yeah. It's like, what the heck, right? Yeah. No, not 1 second is guaranteed. Yeah, snap a finger. You're here 1 second, you're gone the next, There's a lot of tragedies that, it's happened lately. A lot of home invasions. We had something in Lindsay, something in Vaughan. The world is changing. Just be good, do good as best as you can. Be the best person you can be. Protect yourself, especially when you're going out. Ask, you call. I mean, you always protect. You have your guardian angel with you, but ask anyways, because they like to be asked. Thank you for protecting me. Protect me. I'm going somewhere. Protect my vehicle. Protect everybody around me, not just me. Everybody around. because you're driving and there's other vehicles, so ask for protection all around you and thank them. Get home, say thank you, thank you for that. So yeah, you never know, never know. Be the best in love. Yeah, try to be good. Like help your neighbors as much as you can. It's not always about helping another person with money. You can help them with your time. You can help them. Sometimes I used to try this years ago when I had learned that I'd go to a grocery store and look around with people that look like they're in a bad mood or something, and especially in a lineup, I'd look at them and sometimes I'd smile, and it's funny, they'd smile back. You could tell they were angry or they were lonely or whatever, and they'd smile back, and it would like to light up their day. Or you'd say something polite and nice to them, and they were, it's a nice gesture. It's like going to a coffee shop and somebody, oh, you don't have to pay for your coffee. That person paid for it. I'm like, what? First time it happened to me, I was almost in tears. I was almost in tears. I'm like, but I can pay for my coffee. I couldn't understand. I said, I could pay for my own coffee, right? And I went out and I was, yeah, it was an emotional response. I didn't expect that. So I've done that sometimes, pay it forward. Somebody's at the grocery store and somebody was a little short in purchasing something. And I said, I'll pay for it. And the cashier says, no, I've got this. This person comes here all the time. I've got this. And I thought, how? And it was a nice young man. And I thought, that was, cashier. And I thought, what a nice gesture. What a nice, it's kind. It's what's a couple of dollars, right? It's not like $100 or $200. I mean, if I was filthy rich, but it's just these little nice gestures that sometimes makes a whole big deal for somebody else. Those people will remember those kind gestures, and it makes a big difference in the world. So pay it forward when you can. You can't, but pay it forward. One time I found $100. I was with my first boxer dog, Willow. We were here in Oshawa. My husband was at work. I took her out on the sidewalk. I took her out for a walk, and coming back, she's the one that. And I walked by it. I don't think it was there. And I came back. I didn't go far. I came back, and she's like, and she stopping, right? So I looked down, and it was dusk. It's nighttime. I looked down, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, am I seeing? And I thought maybe somebody dropped it. Somebody, hey, you dropped your $100 bill. There was nobody around. So I picked it up. And then at the entrance of the condos where I lived, there was a vehicle there, and there was a man in the vehicle. And I just know that this man put the money there, and he was parked because he didn't live in the complex, that I didn't recognize the vehicle. Not that I knew everybody, but I had an inner knowing that this man put that there because he wanted to, maybe he asked for a desire or something, and he wanted, for someone else to have this to help with whatever he was wanting. And he wanted to make sure somebody that picks it up, not the wind carried away or whatever. And I thank, I thank the angels. I thank for finding that. That was, wish I was finding a couple more. Let's knock on wood, find a couple more. But I just knew that this person left it there for a reason. And it was meant for me. And I thought, what a, nice gesture. They say sometimes if you want to give, it's best to give and not have the person know. So if you have a $5 or $10 bill, go somewhere, put it somewhere, and just walk away. Whoever finds it, it's meant for that person. It might make a whole difference in their world on that day. Maybe they're almost broke, or they need that extra 10 or 20 or whatever it is, or $5. It doesn't matter. Could be a couple. We have toonies and noonies in Canada, so you can leave some coins. But it's amazing when you give freely without expectation, how you can get back sometimes tenfold. So anyways, I just wanted to leave you with that. But that, yeah, the one time, and I thought, wow. I said, I remember saying to Willow, thank you for finding that. That's going to help to pay the vet bills. It was just amazing. Yeah, smiling at random people on the streets. Yeah, they don't always smile back. But even, you live in New York. Yeah, well, yeah. No, it's not crazy. Toronto, it's a big city too. And I love New Yorkers. I've been to New York. I just love New Yorkers. I love New York. A lot of places in the States I just love. But it's amazing. Even though they might not smile back at you, deep down, probably inside saying, that was so nice. We don't know what their reaction. Sometimes they're pride, they don't want to show. But you did something good, and how that person reacts is not our responsibility. But deep down, I'm sure some of them thought, that was nice. They just didn't say it, but that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, pass it forward. Yeah. So with that, I will leave you for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Since yesterday, magical dimensions, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. Hopefully they like it. Yeah. So again, thank you all for joining. And that big kind of feathery orb, that was something. And there's no dust. I mean, there could be dust, but they're not supposed to be dust. So good night, everyone. Take care. All right. Love you all. Thank you again for joining me. Please share all that I share, because hey, I'm sure some people might benefit from some of this. So thank you. And we'll see you next Saturday. It's my grandson's birthday, but I'm sure he'll be out with his friends. I think he's turning, oh my God, I think he's turning 19 or 20. No, I can't remember. I have 6 grandkids. I have trouble remembering what day we are. So good night, everybody. Ciao. Namaste, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Hope you have all a better week this week, rest of the week.